What's up, my good friends, my fellows in truth? Today we're talking about the subconscious mind. It's a great subject, subconscious mind and manifestation. More specifically, how you can utilize your subconscious mind to achieve, complete, and manifest big ideas, finish big projects. You see, I've started out on a lot of big ideas, shooting for the stars many times, and I've failed more times than I can count. Succeeded a few, but I have honed my mind and the tools I use to a different level as of lately. And Reality Files is going to be the result of that. And if you stick around for a month or two, you'll get to see that. So, what do I mean by thinking tools for manifestation and productivity? Well, we're taught in school, the corrupt education system, and the societal standard for productivity is to-do lists and goals. Smart goals. Specific, realistic, achievable. I hate those three words. What the fuck? I don't want it to be specific. See, ideas evolve. When you have to specify what you want right from the beginning, like, it doesn't work. We have to move away from judging an idea's manifestation in the future. We cannot judge it. We have to have the picture of what we want, almost like a theme. But we can't lay down and break it down into specific, achievable, realistic goals. No, we're dreaming big, and we're using magic and our subconscious mind to get there. So how do we do that? Well, I've been using a lesser form of magic since the ninth grade without even realizing it. And that was from the book Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich is a book about business and manifesting money. But it teaches you how to communicate to your subconscious mind exactly what you want and utilize your subconscious mind to see opportunities and connections that lead you to the result you are telling it you want. This is magic. A lesser form, but it's still magic. Magic is also communicating out to the universe and spirit, but let's just focus on this. Think and Grow Rich. Three principles really stuck with me from that book that I keep into this day, and that is the three laws of manifestation. One, a definite purpose, an intention, or a theme. I'm gonna talk about this whole video, I'm gonna talk in terms of building reality files, because that's a big project I'm currently working on. So, the definite purpose. I'm building up a social network and a home for the truth. Definite purpose, right? A burning desire. What is a burning desire? Something this is not like a thought that I have, every night or every other day. It's constantly in the back of my mind. And the burning desire is key. Is key to start seeing things that you wouldn't normally see, but big things that are gonna help you get to where you wanna go. And visualization and imagination. This is the communication. You are communicating what you want to build to to your subconscious mind. So when you sleep at night, you can process that information, and your subconscious mind can guide you there tomorrow. So using those 3 principles, it definitely gave me a head start and put me above the like in front of the game in terms of achievement or manifestation. But I struggled. I struggled a lot because I wasn't given the right tools to plan or basically organize each day by day. I was still using the primitive tools of a to-do list, SMART goals and daily tasks. None of that shit works. I would never get past the first thing on the to-do list. And this is because ideas evolve super fast. I mean, at least in my world. By the time I finish the first point, I see 3 different things I could be doing that are more important than the rest. This is also why it's hard for me to stick on one specific theme. Because I'm air, I'm like the wind. I like to be doing and gliding to many different things without being able to focus on one, but doing many things that kind of contribute to the whole. So using these systems of to-do lists and like weekly goals and monthly goals and yearly goals, it actually just it puts a barrier in my mind. All of a sudden there's resistance because I make judgments on the future. I judge what my idea is like. I judge what my idea should be in the future from my current reference point. But the thing is, that idea evolves every day. So a week from now, I could see 2 other routes that I couldn't see before. And then maybe your entire plan falls apart because then you realize you don't have to work for these three like opportunities, but you're gonna go for these 2. This is where all these primitive and elementary tools for productivity and organization completely fall through. So let's see, where do I want to start? Okay, there's 2 reasons why I don't finish what I set out to build. Number 1, I lose interest. This is because I feel like I have to do boring things or these repetitive, kind of like hard and mindless tasks. And I think that's the only way to get where I'm gonna go. Number 2, I keep working on the wrong things. The details. Like kind of like when you check an email or something and you're supposed to be doing work, like a distraction. That's an excuse for work. Yeah, well, those are everywhere, because whenever you're doing a project or trying to complete something big, there's 100,000 things you could be doing at any given second. About what you do. It's about what you don't do. That's Darren Hardy, entrepreneur. Not in the enlightened or awakened community, but still has some good ideas of productivity. So, what are we not gonna do? We are not gonna do project outlines. Let's see if you can see that. We're not gonna do project outlines with to-do lists, okay? And a daily to-do list. This puts your mind in a box. It doesn't allow for expansion. It doesn't allow you to be the wind. And also it kills the fun, because you know what you're gonna do before you do it, and you're also picking what you're gonna do in the future. When you do that, you have no idea what kind of state you're gonna be in right then, and what's gonna make you excited right then. The superior form. This is the superior way that I've found. At the conception of idea, right when it hits you and you have that aha moment, grab the pen and paper and write down as much detail as just like normal, right? Even you can go back if you want to and use the old ways of main idea and details and whatnot. But after you write it down and look at it for maybe a day or two, you could burn it at that point. It doesn't matter. Just think about your element, like your primary outlines on a project or a book you're writing. You know, your primary outlines are garbage 3 weeks from then. Like, these ideas evolve so quickly. And like the primary outline would just be like old news. Yeah, we already got this. So you don't even need to have it written down in a week. So what you do is you take all that and you start to build that world in your mind. So the next level is, instead of doing a goals and a project outline, we use imagination and visualization to put ourselves in a world where it already exists. Where it already exists. Nikola Tesla, what did he do? He built his machines in a reality with the same laws of physics and tested them. This is why he never had to build a machine twice. Okay? He used the power of his mind. So if we can build our projects in our mind and visualize them, not only do we get to test them and go and evolve them through mental thought, but we also, instead of using to-do lists, how about we meditate? We meditate for 5 minutes to clear our minds, and then we enter the reality, the mental world, where we have built this creation, where we have built the project. And we go into that reality and we look at all the pieces, right? We think about the many things we could do, but not really think. It's more of like you're in a meditative state now. You're just kind of sensing and feeling and really visualizing what you want this to become. You are visualizing what you want to feel, who you want to be, and who you want to serve with this creation. Okay? So we go there and we feel what we want. We're communicating to our subconscious mind our intention. Right? We're communicating the definite purpose. We communicate that, and then we lay out all the tools in front of us, the many opportunities and possibilities we have, and then we see what appeals to us most. Not on a physical level, what appeals through what is easiest or what is most fun, but what really appeals to the person who is trying to achieve that goal, no matter what. So this is the superior form, because now you're being guided by divine intelligence, by the subconscious mind, as the idea evolves. So the idea is evolved in your mind, and it evolves every time you work on it. So you are utilizing a far superior idea every day, instead of going back to the same model, the same business plan, right? This is what keeps the excitement alive. Instead of doing one repetitive, boring, lifeless task, we get to lay out all the pieces in front of us and see what we most want. What has been itching us? Some days I get on the computer and I just want to create something. I just really feel like creating, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lay out the piece in front of me, the things I could do. I see what most appeals and I go do that. Other days, I feel like doing some more business-sided stuff. You know, I've been thinking a little bit more about money. I'm trying to get more freedom. So maybe I'll lay out all my tools in front of me and see which is going to be the best opportunity